What could possibly go wrong?
Well, I don't know. If you swore right now, you'd be on the air.
Oh, who would make that mistake? That doesn't sound like something I would do.
Happened to me only once. Only once on the radio. Yeah.
They take away your radio? I mean,
No, no. Thankfully, it didn't get noticed, but it was an accident. So, yeah. Time for another day. Perhaps when a webcamera's not on me. I can let you know about that particular radio incident. Hello, and welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream and youtube.com/Dungeons and Dragons/live. I'm DDO's Community Manager Cordovan, here with Linabelle. How you doing, Linabelle?
I am just goddamn doing great. I mean, gosh darn doing great. Oh man, I really messed. Oh, you
Yeah.
just had to talk to. All right, well, we're just gonna pretend that never happened, and no one's ever gonna mention that ever again.
Someone's saying there's some echo issues. Let me try to do something on my end here. Can you still hear me? Probably not.
Are you listening to the scream?
Can you hear me at all right now? Nope. All right, you can hear me now, correct? Yep.
Yes, we good?
Yeah, just let me know if you hear me, Lunabelle.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No. I heard you in like real life.
Okay. I think they're just getting a little bit of echo there. So why don't we mute our mics when we're not talking? So you mute your mic for a little while, because I'm talking. Hello, and I'll be back in just a second. Looks like we have a little bit of a echo issue, so there we go. We're live on Argonesson. We are going to get ready to flag for Stealer of Souls. We're still working on our stream room here, so stay tuned for that, but we do have an actual room for it at this point. Like I say, I'm here with Linabelle. We're going to just kind of hang out, chat DDO, answer your questions. If you have a question, put it in chat. If we can answer it, we will. If we can't, we'll just let you know that. Bonus this week is double daily dice XP and something else that I probably should have looked up before I went on the air, because I can't think of
It's
what
a
it is right
champion
now.
hunter week.
Oh, Champion Hunter Week? Okay, there you go. Cool. How you doing, Virtual Gib, Vortec, Dreadsnot, Todd Shy, W? So, if you want in, let me put that at the character name in chat.
Is there just no way to put push to talk on Skype, or am I just not seeing it?
No, they work reverse. You mute rather than push to talk in Skype.
That's the who? What? Why would they do that?
It's an old broadcasting standard. That's why. See, there used to be this thing called telephones, and yeah, but
Back in the dark ages, yeah.
yeah. So there we go. All right, so let me actually get started here. This character is a level 18 pure swashbuckler. This was used for the winter, spring fling, summer fling that we were doing here for a while on DDO stream. And so just a basic pure swashbuckler, got a Tiefling's Assassin's Blade, dishing out the deeps. And depending on people like Linabelle to carry me through, flagging for Stealer of Souls. Now, I've actually run this quite a bit yourself. Now, you were saying that this is actually one of your favorites.
Yeah, I'm still looking at the mic muting thing because this is the worst interface I've ever seen in my entire life. But yeah, this is S tier content. This is the top of the top. This is, it's beautiful. The level of difficulty is beyond incredible. It's incredible. It's a great series. I've only
Yeah.
ever done Stealer once because the flagging process is so intensive it doesn't carry over from life to life, but I often just carry myself out of the life before I actually get to do the raid.
Yeah, I
So,
think one of the things we should perhaps look at is just the ability to red box Stealer of Souls. I think that might be
oh,
a
I
way
would
to do
definitely
it. Yeah.
definitely do it. It's the one with the ghost dragon, if I'm remembering
Yep.
correctly.
Now,
Yes.
it was made, in a really kind of different era in terms of sort of design goals and all the rest, right? Because it is fairly older content, so it doesn't quite have the ease of flagging that newer content had. It has almost raid-like flagging, which has always been a little bit different for Reaver's Refuge. But to give a little bit of a detail, you want to start off by speaking to that NPC you saw me speaking to near the teleporter to the giant hold in the marketplace, and that person will let you speak to Captain Agamon here, who you then get ported to the Cyber Atoll, which is a small public space where you can bind yourself if you want to, or you can take the leap.
Oh, and also as a friendly reminder, if you don't have a high swim score, don't get the fly spell. Just don't do it. It'll be upsetting.
It's a little on the slow side. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it scales off of your swim score. So if you are a very strong person, then obviously you can push yourself through the air with intense amounts of speed.
This is true. As a matter of fact, the admin, the plus character, one of our main abilities to get around the world is essentially a version of the fly spell, and so you can improve your speed as an admin by using the command to give yourself like 100 swim score.
Hmm.
It's mildly useful.
All right, well, you should definitely invite me at some point because I feel like
Oh, right,
I should
right.
be in the group maybe. I could certainly just sit here and talk about myself for an hour. In fact, that'd be
What's
pretty cool.
Well, I guess I don't actually have your character's name.
I sent you a tell.
Oh, send me a tell.
Yeah, it's this private
Oh, there
messaging
we go.
system.
Okay.
You know, the one built into the game?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Come on, I can only multitask so much.
Well, at least this is an improvement over last time because this time I won't have to get up to turn the lights back on in the room,
That's right. That's right.
which is that was a it was a fun time.
So, Linabelle, what have you been up to?
A variety of interesting tools-based, systems-based tasks. Most of what I do was not going to be seen from the frontline production in a very long time. Most recently, what I did yesterday was actually attempt to make some of the forms readable, and that took a very long time, but we did it. But yeah, most of what I'm doing is stuff to make the developers, like the people who are actually making certain pieces of content, make their life easier. So I'm only here for like 3 more weeks, so there's not a lot of time for me to really get entrenched into the content design pipeline, but there is a lot of time for me to use my varied skill set to help out wherever I can with a variety of pretty cool, pretty interesting small things.
Cool. So, what do you think you might be able to focus on? Do you have anything that you can say? Maybe, hey, here's something I'm hoping to get done in the next little bit, or
Well, what I did a few weeks ago that we're still waiting on to do the last little bit of, because the person who knows what they're doing with that is currently busy doing something else, is I can now procedurally generate paths, which means that for the first time, we're actually going to be updating all of the paths. Actually, like with modern builds, with modern feats, and they're no longer going to be broken upon arrival. So when you have new friends that want to play the game, you don't have to give them the whole, oh, press custom and don't click the default options because that's just gonna like get you got 8 levels down the line when you realize that all you've taken is toughness for the last 6 feats. They're actually going to be viable builds, and it's going to be way easier for the developers to update them that they can actually keep in line with like player power.
fantastic, fantastic, very cool.
Yeah. All right. So do we have 5, 6? We going? Where are we going?
Well, I'm actually flagging for. I'm talking to the NPCs I need to speak to get through uh, proper flagging for Stealer of Souls. That is currently what I'm doing while talking to you. So after you get into the Reaver's Refuge, you may wish to bind, unless you have a teleport spell or something like that. If you don't have a teleport spell or something like that, in which case I would recommend not binding
Yes,
in the
don't
Reaver's Refuge.
don't get stuck down here.
But if you do get stuck down here, you can speak to Swordjack. He'll give you the fly spell, and you go up to the ceiling, and then you'll end up back in the Cyber Atoll underwater, and there's an NPC there that will take you back to the marketplace. I would recommend, Word of Recall, Teleport Scroll, whatever.
Yeah.
Guild Airship Beacon, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, always have a
Yeah.
way out of here.
Yeah. So,
So which
alright.
one first is the real question.
So we need to find 3 dragon gems. Now we have the essence of the dragon quest, and now we can start talking to the NPCs.
But which quest first though? Where we going?
Why do we not run Monastery of the Scorpion?
Excellent. Good choice. Good choice. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm extremely happy about
So
this.
for those who, this is not a probably a people. A lot of, I mean, this quest pack has been run a ton over the years, right? that said, it's been a while, so some of our newer players might not quite sort of know this pack as well as some of our more veteran players.
The back of my hand. The
Yeah.
back of my
So,
hand.
what do you think people, like as a primer here, for those first encountering the Reaver's Refuge, what do they need to know?
Alright, so unlike other quest packs, this is like a raid and 3 other quests, and they're all very, very different, and each quest has like a gimmick and one big puzzle that needs to be solved under pretty tight conditions. Enter the Kobold has a chess-based puzzle, which is phenomenal. This one in Monastery of the Scorpion has a tile-based lights out puzzle with a boss fight in the middle of it, and it's one of the most frustrating but most satisfying boss fights ever. And then the last one, their big puzzle, I mean, what is the last one? I'm like blanking here. Oh, there's there's a randomly generated ice maze that's underneath, and you're on a timer
Yeah.
because it kills the dragon. So, what I can say for a word of warning here is that these quests are actually difficult, like difficult, and if you don't know what you're doing, you actually might fail them. So, just I would recommend a group, and I would recommend a trapper for Monastery of the Scorpion because they're randomly generated traps that will just stab you in the ankles, and that's it.
Right. Nowadays we live in a world of, say, the DDO Wiki, and I know that you can get, like, if you really find yourself stuck on these puzzles while you're trying to run them, rather than give up, there's some great information out there on the wiki, and that may be something that you may want to, if you're not a puzzle person, so to speak, that you may wish to do. Now, I want to say we're going in on normal. Reason for being that is we want to flag for Stealer of Souls.
It's
So we're just going to run this as if in easy mode. Although we're welcome to up the difficulty if we want to later. But I figured
what are you afraid of?
I'd rather get, frankly, perhaps even all 3 done today, rather than do it over the course of a couple of weeks.
So I
So
don't have
then,
ghost
say
touch.
we could do all 3 today, and then on Friday I can get the gems that I need. It looks like I have at least one of the gems already, but you need 3 of the essences, which we can explain how to get to. So we are in the quest of Monastery of the Scorpion. If you need any assistance getting in, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to turn to chat. Let's see what we have in our chat room here. Do I get hungry doing this long Stealer of Souls chain? No.
I'm definitely very hungry.
Yeah, a little
I'm
bit.
yeah, I'm ditching lunch to play DDO. Who would even do that like on a regular basis? Not me.
Yeah, I do. Every Wednesday, right?
Every Wednesday.
But I actually got into the office a little late today, so I had a late breakfast. Which I want to do on Wednesdays. Because
Man.
I'm doing the live stream. I don't want to be hungry for an hour.
Man, my spot is working, but I don't remember where the trap boxes are.
Especially on Elite, frankly, we're not on Elite, but especially on Elite, these trap boxes can pose a fairly difficult challenge. If I'm not mistaken, there's a couple of them in here, not this one, but a couple of them in here that are actually quite high. So,
Yeah, well, this is a super, like, I don't play on Argo. I play on Galanda, which, by the way, is like the best server. Like, there's there's statistics out there. Galanda's the best one. Oh, found him. But no, I don't play in Argo, so I don't have any gear or weapons or... Oh, snap. And I only have 45 Thieves tools, so this might get interesting. Oh god, I wish I could remember where the boxes were. That would really simplify things.
I'm a firm believer in if you can memorize all the boxes, great. But if you don't,
Yeah.
or you don't have to.
See, I vastly prefer the Feet Barbarian trap finding, or you
Yeah, right.
go for it.
It's a learning process. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it being a trap, is that you don't know where it is.
Yeah,
And
I have seen some stuff for the new, like the Slave Lord stuff, and that's some pretty thick traps in there.
Yeah, there's one in particular that we can't spoil that I think it's going to be really good.
There are like 3 in particular that I can say right now are just phenomenal. Like, oh, the same person who did this pack is doing that one. He did Reavers actually. So the one quest that I've seen like the full way through, like they're still like doing the finishing parts of it right now. But the one I've seen all the way through is the guy that did some of Reavers.
Yeah, I think
So
so. I think you're probably right. I don't know. I'd have to double check, but that sounds right.
I can just like yell to him. Like that's what it is working here is I'm like the biggest fanboy I know for DDO. And working here is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, we're having a good time. That's for sure. So, what to answer the question, and I guess you know can't say too much, but how's update 32 going?
it is going. It is looking really good. Like just super duper good. I see a lot of very excited people that are just excited to kill their players in exciting ways.
Nice. And we're hoping to get it onto Lamania pretty soon. We're finalizing, as I understand, the tech that'll allow us to bring character copy to Lamania from the DDO launcher. Basically, it's similar to the way Lord of the Rings Online is doing it, if you're familiar with that at all, for Bullroar there. But that's what's going on. That's also part of the reason why we haven't had it out on Lamania yet. But we still have a little bit of time, so expect it within the next couple of weeks here, I would think. You'll start hearing a lot more about Lamania and when it's coming and all that sort of thing.
So it turns out the reason that I've been stopping is because my spot radius is through the walls, which is why I'm like, but I thought this spot said there's a trap there. It's the for the next hallway over. That's what I'm looking for. That explains so much. Oh man. All right, so this trap hallway seems pretty done. We should be able to get through the rest of it.
Yep, I'm already getting.
Yeah, there are 4 pikers in here. Just kick them. Just kick. We got this duo. It's the dynamic. It's the
Well,
dynamic
we are
duo.
on normal here, like I said, so
We could.
this is a deliberate choice. I was listening to the Damsels of DDO recently, and they talked about running casual as the smooth jazz version of DDO. And I thought that was a particularly enjoyable way to look at it.
Oh, you're a bard, right?
I am a bard.
Can you cure negative levels?
Uh, that can make you feel better.
That doesn't help
Yeah.
me. Oh, they put the barrier up. All
I
right,
don't
so
know. I'm not sure what
snap.
I can do, to be honest, because I
Can
haven't
I
really looked.
can I get like a rescue boat over here? Okay, good.
A rescue boat.
Yeah, just wee.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, this is. I'm very used to my completionist character. I've gotten very comfortable. Oh, there's a trap. Heads up.
Yeah, I found a trap there. I think the box is over here.
Yeah, thank you. That's really. Yeah, good. I'm glad.
Come on, did you expect anything else? Yeah.
I was on the Stormtom's Temple Elemental run, and there was the one clip where you're doing traps and someone's Iron Defender just goes pff, right through the pressure plates and it turns off at once.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting point. One of the tips you'll want to learn is there is a section at the end of Monastery of the Scorpion where you generally don't want to have your Artificer Iron Defender out or that
Oh,
kind of thing.
I can do the puzzle for you guys.
You can. I mean, it's definitely doable. With
I'm
it just
100% doing
tends
puzzle.
to be a little bit more of a pain. Well, I would if you're going to do the puzzle, that's fine. But I want to be there to watch it because we're also here to try to help folks get a better understanding of this pack. So, what better way to do that than watch someone do
It's gonna be me with a phone app cursing in the background. This is Scorpion going over the puzzle like stop touching my buttons.
So that's actually interesting. So, do you use many of our player-created DDO sort
Yes.
of walkthrough app, phone app type things?
I use one app in particular. There's a DDO puzzle solver app that just has the solvers for the lights out puzzles and as well as the mastermind one for whatever the giant hold rate is. That one, you know the one.
Mhm.
The one with the mastermind with the giant and the ball of lightning strikes the floating orb, igniting it with energy, but like 12 freaking times in a row. That one. I can't do some of the puzzles in this game without a solver, and sometimes I'm not playing it like I can't have the time to alt tab, so I really recommend a phone app if you like using puzzle solvers.
Yep, and we've got some good. I
Reaper's
mean,
Fate, that's one.
one
Thank
of
you.
the nice things about DDO being around, for a while, is we have a lot of nice apps that are available here. So, yeah, that's cool. At this point, I mostly try to solve these on my own. There's something, I guess it was Bonnie Bew that taught me about the lights out puzzles, which is basically you go top down, top down, top down.
Yep.
And that's essentially how you solve them. And once you get that down, once you figure that part out, it's actually pretty straightforward to solve those puzzles, including the one in Monastery of the Scorpion here.
No, the one in Monastery of the Scorpion is always solvable in its initial state, but depending on how the fight goes, may become unsolvable since
Right.
things get lit out and there are also breaks in it. That's the one I actually need a solver for. I can do lights out by myself, but I can't do lights out with random spaces missing, and I can't do the circle lights out. I don't even know how you're supposed to do the circle lights out. Doesn't make any sense. Sometimes I get that in the room in the shroud, and I'm just like, okay.
Well, you just basically treat these circle lights out like the
All right.
like you did before with imaginary spaces. Ultimately,
All right, we got this. I got this. Steady, steady. Oh, jeez.
so
Oh,
what are you
God.
doing?
I'm attempting to touch a floor tile, and now I'm gonna fall into my death. We did it.
Did you
So-
touch the floor tile?
Yeah, there's a floor tile or a wall tile over there,
Yep.
so that reverses the gravity, or it just makes air, and then you have to maneuver through the maze of spikes and touch the floor tile, and it will.
Yeah, did you do that?
Oops, I did.
Okay,
So we can fall now.
okay.
And then at the bottom there are cubes.
Want me to hit the lever?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, and they're the cubes. Oh boy. Yeah, that actually aimed to land directly on top of me. I didn't know they could pathfind in the
If I
air.
recall, when this came out, this was one of the earlier encounters with cubes like this. I think. I mean, maybe there were in beforehand, but not quite to this extent. I don't know. It's a good question. I'd have to look that up. But this is pretty early, so.
Well, it is honestly some of my favorite content in the game. Like, I actually really enjoy going through Reavers every single time.
Yeah, there's. It should be noted for those who care more about like the crunch of all this stuff, especially a first-time run-through. If you get these quests down, can be really some pretty good XP for upper heroic teen XP leveling. Should you need that?
Yep. Usually I save this and Veil for like my like level 8. I usually bank 19.
The
But,
wilderness areas too, because there's 3 little mini wilderness areas in here, and so it's fairly easy to just tear through and get a bunch of the benchmarks, just on your spare time or whatever, and get a not insignificant amount of XP from doing so. So
Turning the valve triggers the faint sound of
might be something to look into.
Yeah, no, you guys telling me, giving me trapping advice. I haven't been a trapper in like a year, so
I am definitely the right person to be giving you trap advice.
kind of winging it.
I mean, when you think trap master,
It's definitely you.
yeah.
Oh man, I keep getting mass held monstered. That's just, and everybody else saves but me, so it's just me with the pose. But yeah, it is good. It is good. It has been 2 months or so since I've been on the live stream. I can explain this part of the puzzle, like this part of the quest too. People often pike through it if they don't know it.
Sure.
So this part right here, we have to go unlock it by putting the barriers down. Each of these gems corresponds to a air jet in the upcoming like ring thing. We have to find the 4 levers inside of it. So your goal here is not to light all the gems up. Your goal here is to light the certain ones up so that the right arrows are on that you can get to the right place.
And what would be the process to learn which gems you would need?
If you're soloing and you have people going simultaneously, there are different patterns, but the patterns that I know are the ones I took from the wiki. Like the wiki is really great diagrams of most of these 3D puzzles. That's how I learned. But it's basically trial and error, but also you can physically see the colors. They correspond directly to the gems. Alright, so chest right here. Yeah. If I could have a restore, that would be super great.
I don't think I have any restores.
Or there's a cleric.
Yeah. I've got some spells. I don't remember what they are.
Just sing us a song.
No, I've got autos. I've got Good Hope. I've got displacement.
Just sing a song. Sing a song. Sing some songs. Sing some. Sing us a ditty.
Working on the railroad.
No, I mean in the game, not in real life. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I don't even need Inspire Courage anymore. that was.
Yeah, exactly. Right. What other inspiration do you need to never run with me again? Yeah.
It's like, can I quit? I just quit. Oh man. Oh, so I've also been the one that's so just full spoilers. I'm the one that's been posting on Freebird. I'm the one that's been posting on the DDO forums officially now, and it's been super great.
Yeah.
It's like a dream come true. Now I can shit post for real with meaning. All right, so we're looking for a lever or something. The map here is compressed vertically. We're underneath the first box, like
Yeah.
square in the map right now.
This can be done optimally, or you can simply just clear out the map until you find it.
But yeah, I'm going in
Yeah.
circles. I don't remember where we're going.
Yeah.
I like this quest. That doesn't mean I
Like
know
I
it.
know, for example, Samus over in Defense Guild and that they've got this down to just a fine art. So they just run straight to the thing they need, and you can cut out a lot of this fighting if you want to do that. But it's perfectly fine to just do it this way too, and then you'll find the trap boxes and stuff too, which can just add to your XP, which is never a bad thing, or I suppose can be a bad thing, but in this case isn't. Mistaken. We're going back into the room with the gems. What, going out the other side, doing the jump? Yeah, we're actually okay here, so we need to, if I'm not mistaken, we're going back into the room with the gems. What, going out the other side, doing the jump?
No, there's a we have to go to the force wall, which should be down now because I think we touched the button or pulled the lever or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we go through there, do the puzzle, do the thing, pull the 4 levers, up then down,
There you go.
and then that's the final boss, and then you get to see me really be really frustrated because I found some traps. Yeah, the end puzzle is no joke.
No, it isn't.
Alright, there we go.
We need a headbanger version of the bard like the Orthons. Yeah, that would be kind of good.
Okay, that's the lever right there. So we are going in the right way.
Death metal bard.
Oh man, so there's a lot of stuff we could talk about that I don't know if people really do want to talk about though. I've got like 5 or 6 topics lined up. Like, I went to a LARP with my coworkers last Saturday.
Nice.
We could talk about endgame design philosophy, like the rest of the forums has been doing for the last year.
I'm not really interested in talking endgame design philosophy. I'd much rather people let me know what they would prefer than anyone hearing my personal opinion on it. I do have a question from Mordecai_QC regarding memory leaks and the weekly restart, which is something that happened today. Happened a little late today. Normally the weekly restart time will be 9 a.m. Eastern. I know we haven't actually hit that time yet, but that is the plan. So 9 a.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. But anyway, regarding the memory leak, is it possible to, quote, run the entirety of DDO through a memory debugger? One of the things that we are looking into regarding a memory leak is one specific to what's called the Kynapse system that controls like some AI and things like that. We have identified a memory leak with that, and so we don't really need to run it through a debugger. We at least have some sense of where we should be focusing our efforts. And those efforts are being focused.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we actually do know what we're doing at this point.
Yep.
Alright, so this is I think what we need, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe? Yeah. Say hi to the community. You're on a stream right now. This is... I don't even know. I don't even know why they let that guy in the door. He doesn't work here. He's just some guy. He's just some guy. This is what I have to deal with on a daily basis. Like, yeah, I know, right? Stop, Jesse, stop.
Alright, so we are... we need to basically hit 4 levers here, or 4 runes.
Alright,
And
so
it's
I got these two. Then there's the reset. Yeah, okay, so
man, I'm always
the
terrible at this.
yeah, the levers that are powering, there's a reset box next to it, so if you can't get back up, hit the reset box and it should flip the gravity back around again so you can get out. Alright. You were almost there. Yeah, that's one of them.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, watch out for the scorpions. Ah, he beat me to it.
Aha! Yep. I
Alright.
have run these. I know what I'm doing, kind of. This is a great time. Here's my advice. This is a great time to grab a drink, perhaps make a cup of coffee, let someone else do the work.
Alright, so this is the reset switch.
So, yeah.
So you toggle this right here, and this will turn off the very strong upward airflow. So back
Yep.
over. Come on, I'm trying to show you. Get over here.
High above you draws your attention to a passage leading
All right, so now
Yep.
there's no strong upward airflow. There's only this thing right here, so we can pull the last lever right here,
Right.
and that turns on the very end. So I'm gonna. I think we're good. I think we're good.
I might as well shrine, as long as
Alright.
we're here. Might be worth shrining if you are interested.
All right, I am going to fire up the app because I can't do this on the fly. I need outside assistance. Alright, well, I'm all ready. Rogues don't need to shrine. We're just that cool. Look at that backflip. We just play the rest of the time like this.
Oh yeah, I love having characters that with a high tumble score. I've actually got one that I spent an incredibly large number of points into tumble because having a large number of points into tumble makes you look awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely, absolutely. So, from the chat, the fighter heroic life with a repeater, the problem with... The thing is, though, is that rogue, like the mechanic tree, is alright with repeaters. I mean, like, it's pretty darn good, but they're really for great crossbows. I mean, I don't know, man. My primary arty life had 6 levels of rogue for the easy insta damage, and that was basically it. Alright, let's rock and roll. What could possibly go wrong?
Yep.
Alright, so we go up, we go down, we take reverse falling damage at some point. And, yeah, so I'm pretty sure touching the buttons makes autos balls happen here. I've never really gotten that down.
Yeah, this is a great time to cast Otto's irresistible or resistible dance. Disco
Yeah.
ball. You can actually do it on the way down, and I would recommend quickening it, which I don't have because I don't know why. Because quickened autos is the way to go. So, you'll notice where we are right now. We're kind of on the uphill section right before you get down. If you don't want to trigger that end fight, as Linabelle just did, this is the limit of how far you want to go. So,
Leave me
Just
alone,
saying.
Scorpion Man. I'm just trying to do your puzzle.
alright, so now we have a puzzle here. So what in the world do we need to know about this puzzle?
It is always solvable in its initial state, but may become unsolvable with rapid amounts of movement.
If he moves across it, it'll change the
Yeah.
lights. If another character moves across, it'll change the lights. If your
Yeah,
pet moves across it, it'll change the lights.
Sanyasi has been defeated.
we did it. And also, if you do the puzzle without ever damaging the boss in a significant manner, you get an extra chest.
Mhm.
And also, I believe that stops the spawns, but killing him the normal way, like with the stabbing, it does not. So you have always a difficult time getting out of this quest. And make sure to pick up this chest also, because it's the flagging item is in here.
Return it to Reaver's refuge.
But that was way smoother than some of the runs that I've been through, where 3 or 4 people are juggling a scorpion and somebody's staring at their phone like this doesn't make any sense. Like,
Nice. You know, the traditional way that people would often run that is someone would grab the aggro of Sannyasi and start running him around the upper sort of levers while someone is, figuring out
You finally find the hidden
how to do the puzzle. But, the trick with that is the way we saw it, where we saw the puzzle in a basically untouched state, that is your best shot at solving it. So you really want to, I think, do more what we did here, which is keep him and the party away from that puzzle altogether, and then just send 1 or 2 people in to solve it.
Yeah.
So.
If you start killing mobs, they respawn up top and then they fall to get to you over top of the puzzle. Also, touching certain things in the quests. Yeah, as per the wiki and as people know, if you damage the boss in a significant way, it can burn out the titles, making the puzzle unsolvable.
Yeah.
But the main thing to realize is it's very much a luck if a monster doesn't just randomly run across and burn the puzzle forever.
Yep.
All right, which one now?
Let's do Enter the Kobold.
Excellent. That is the west one.
Yes. Mount Racelon.
Yeah. Yeah, working here is super cool. Some would say extremely cool, very radical.
Yep, totally tubular.
Totally, exactly. Do you have the whiteboard back there?
I do, yeah.
Is it behind your
Head? I think so. Yeah, I should put it on the camera sometime. We can start, comparing top 40 hits by weapon type. And,
there's a whiteboard over there with slave lord stuff, and then it just devolves into pictures of pickles. Oh yeah. So Enter the Kobold. So a brief aside about this one. The quest is extremely fun and just super cool, and it's got some great puzzles. And the end fight just kicks your butt. Like it actually, regardless of how much I've been prepared for this fight, every single time it ends up a struggle.
yeah, exactly right.
It is a very very end loaded difficulty.
Yeah. That was by design, actually, because, most of this you're just sort of, hanging out. You can go invisible. I'm going to go invisible and try to show you guys how you can just sort of run out to this thing. You hang off to the right here.
Can I follow you? I mean,
Yeah.
all right. I'm gonna aggro everything. That's what I'm gonna do. 'Cause I'm not invisible.
You go around the top here. So you want to look for this lava bridge. That'll be your first landmark. You'll run past that, past the shrine, and then you go up.
And to answer I think the end fight of Enter the Kobold is the hardest part of this patch. This pack.
Probably. Certainly up there.
Yeah, this puzzle is fun and unique. I would not say it's difficult because it's difficult the first time you're in there because you don't understand the relationship between the puzzle, like the squares and stuff like that. But once you actually understand, oh, I'm on a chessboard.
All right, this is what you
know.
want to look for. See this arch right off to the right here? This is where you want to head on down. And you go up and around, and there is your entrance. Would you have been named?
Ooh, better get that sweet loot on my throwaway character in a server I don't play. I hear no, it's like everybody else in this building plays on Arganessen, and except for me, it's just me.
When will we see another anniversary event like Update 30? Well, Update 30 was to celebrate our 10th anniversary, right? So we were able to pull out quite a few stops that...
I think 90 years
yeah.
for the 100th anniversary. 90 years.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Years.
We could probably do another decade. But we always do something for our anniversary. I don't know if it'll ever be on that scale again, but we'll see. And, I know we are working on some events and stuff as well. So
can you guys come rescue me?
I'm already in the quest. That's your problem for not finding it. Come
on.
Learn to play, man.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I literally do not have any gear. That's good. This isn't good.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I missed the quest entrance at some point.
Oh no.
Yeah, I found the red name. I'm definitely somewhere. Yeah, no, working here is super cool. So I went to a LARP over the weekend though. Everyone was like, "Yeah, you should come. It's like free barbecue, whatever." And I get there on the car ride over. They're like, "Oh, you gotta pretend to be Scottish for the next 6 hours." And I didn't really have a lot of time to prepare. So I think I think it ended up pretty well.
So, to start, follow the kobolds. These guys are nice.
I'm gonna die in the Wilderness Adventure area. I'm gonna bring dishonor upon my family. This ain't good. Oh, they're healing themselves.
I can't remember what my bluff
You
is.
must seek out the great
we go.
kobold that
No, this was a non-combative event. So I was there. I got some free barbecue. We won tug of war. It was Team Turbine versus some people. They had to cheat. Those dirty cheaters. I'm seriously. They had to do a 4v5 to take down the proud Kildares, as it were. And also, I learned that on the fly, I can do a pretty alright Scottish accent, especially if
Nice.
Bart's on the line.
I definitely could not.
I'm not gonna say it was good, but it certainly was a thing. I tried
Nice.
my best. You know. I'll find you guys eventually, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm not waiting around, man. No.
Don't wait for me.
Sorry. Yeah, you do what you're doing enough. That's, a position that we often find ourselves in. I have been known to occasionally get lost finding things, so I fully understand.
Scottish accent now, or it didn't happen?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you do a Scottish accent?
Only if you pay me.
Can you read our scheduled downtime notice in Scottish?
No.
Oh.
No, I can't.
Okay.
You called my bluff. I'm not doing that on camera.
Nice.
That's an HR violation, I'm pretty sure. That's the best part about this is that now like that's the threat is like, oh yeah, I better do that or I'll walk 25 feet over and go make CS ban you. Like, alright, I think I may have found the doorway. Alright, look at me getting to the quest. What an amazing show of display of skill here. Oh man, I think the interesting thing that I found on here is that I am the most TR focused of the people that like work directly on the game. Like they play about as much as I do. But I'm the one that like checks the forums for new builds and stuff like that, and tries desperately to like make sure that my TR train is doing all right. But it's just the styles of play are very different.
Just like the community, frankly.
Yeah, well, that's like the beauty of DDO is that there's more than way to show that you're progressing. And yeah, I really like the game. I'm the biggest fanboy I know.
So this section here in the quest will lock out party members underneath it. So as you've seen, not everyone made it through. You can just solve that by all jumping together, but be prepared if you do just sort of find yourself in here that no one's coming to help until after you solve this problem. So
yeah, I've definitely died the alone shame fiery death in these pitfalls. Also, don't kill Strum Tom. He's my favorite. He's the best. Well, he let me on his stream, and I only died half as many times as he did. So that was a really fun. I did on Monday afternoon. There was a full heroic Temple of Elemental Evil clear. It only took 4 hours.
for parts 1 and 2.
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, well, that's actually pretty good for TOEE, like the full clear. So we all got an elemental victory at the end.
Nice.
That's the one with the spinny things, and if you glamour them, they change.
Yep.
So I really like stuff that's like you can glamour and it'll be different, like how Boundless gets its own texture thing. You know what I mean? You gotta look good, man. Like it's like priority number 1. People are like, what are you spending your employee turbine points on? And I'm like, basically just hats. Just every single hat in the game.
It's true, that cost analysis sort of goes down the tubes when it's free, huh?
Yeah, no, it's like we're like, well, what you can get everything in the game, and I'm like, or I could get more hats.
I could get 3 hats.
Yeah.
I can see if I run out of inventory space, just chuck them.
Just start deleting hats. No, it is very fun seeing how the game works. I gotta like, I'm actually like,
Beyond the
doing
gate,
development work
innumerable guards
Yeah,
now,
chatter
right.
and
away,
it's
unaware.
beyond
So,
incredible.
could you explain a little bit? How did that come about?
Well, I was in a different team where I was overseeing like the production as like the server side, so it would be me doing the downtimes and me pushing patches and stuff like that. But I think I really impressed Sev. My favorite hat is Boundless, by the way, or the crown. Crown's really great. But no, and then they're like, okay, do you want to help out doing random stuff for DDO people? And they're like, it feels like maybe you should just be able to work on the game. And I had to get the big talk, like the hey, don't edit the live environment without permission. And I'm like, "Pff, what? Who would even? No, that's not something I would do.
That's never happened.
That's never happened. But yeah, so for my last month here, I've been helping out, and then like last week, I was finally like, hey Jerry, can I have a dev name? Yeah, but it's been just super duper cool, and everyone here is just amazingly super cool.
It's nice that we're able to get you working on a couple of things that are I mean they're long-standing wants, but it's just sometimes a little hard to carve out the time for it. And so we've got that time now to take care of a few things, like we mentioned the forum colors. So tell me a little bit about that. So no more black on black is the goal.
Well, it took a very long time, but what ended up happening was 6 years ago, someone made a typo,
The path
and
leads you
we
directly
fixed that
to a
typo.
nest of cobalt.
And now for a few individual places and a few places in the back end that normally players or people wouldn't see, it no longer pulls the background color for the font color, which means that the forums as a whole should be a little bit more readable. I'm not sure how much time I can dedicate to just more pure CSS passes like that, but I mean, also if I can carve out some time for it, people seem to actually appreciate that.
Yes, it's been a long-standing issue, but I think there may be a few other things too that we can assign you to. And if you really make someone angry, we can always assign you hand wraps. No, I'm kidding.
It's like better watch out, or you wake up in the middle of the night and it's just the hand wraps.
Yeah. Come wake up, scream, hand wraps.
Yeah, no, what ended up happening was I took a week vacation, and during the week vacation, I'm like sitting like on the porch of a cabin reading a book, and I look up at the sunset, and I think, man, wouldn't it be cool if monks had this ability where if they were like, if they were invisible, they could attack super fast, because like that's what ninja spies do, you know what I mean? And I'm like, man, I should just write this down. And then, like 2 days later, I'm like, here's my 12-page paper on like the expertise of non-combative abilities in combat-oriented games, and also how to fix monks. And everyone's like, aren't you on vacation in the woods?
Yeah,
So,
my mind is a form of woods.
yeah, it's like, I've been known to get lost in my own head sometimes.
Yeah.
No, dude, I love monks a lot. They're no rogues, but they're pretty. They're not rogues. They're not artificers. Oh, and here's my super cool idea. Okay, you guys ready for this? All right, it's my cool idea that I wanted the game. It's a spooky rune arm, shoots ghosts.
Oh,
Bam!
I love
Just-
it.
I don't know how mechanically or physically or anything that's gonna work, but I just think. Oh yeah, watch out! That does that.
Yeah. So it's your opportunity to take a little damage. You know,
Someone has the key.
because it's all extremely easy from here on out.
Hand wraps are I am looking forward to the monk pass.
Yeah, me too. I know I don't really know what the status of our monk pass is though in relation to update 32, so I don't really want to say yet.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But if it ends up not being up to 32, it's because the monk pass is going to be so cool.
Yeah. And it's just going to be a sheer amount of how many hours is it going to take to get it ready. So if it got pushed off, it would be for future patch or something like that.
The idea is to never have to actually revamp that class ever again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like now that we can go through an enhancement pass and actually make each class viable in their own way, we won't have to dedicate patch time to just making the game playable for all different classes. Like, wouldn't it be cool if, like, you want to have your friends play a super cool game, and you didn't have to start with a disclaimer that half of the classes only work if you really know what you're doing, and that also don't use any of the default builds because they're fundamentally broken, you know? And that's kind of like what my, like, I have a lot of free time, you know, and, oh, here's the super cool puzzle. Don't leave a room with a button unlit. So each of these,
Yeah.
so we're on a chessboard, and each of these light things are teleporters that will make you move in a night-shaped location. Like now I'm here. Like I moved in like an L shape, so we have to light up all the buttons.
Yep. So you just sort of, you know, do it randomly. You can figure out the shape, and you just sort of hit them until they're all lit.
Yeah.
There is a path you can find, but for the most part,
It was
with
time for
with
that.
a whole group of people porting around, someone is bound to, you know, perhaps.
Yeah, though people are leaving rooms
Yeah.
with the rune unlit, which is stupid. That's not good. We're gonna be trapped here forever. Give up hope. Just send help. We're done. It's over. Cancel the game.
We're close. Nice.
Oh yeah, I want to officially announce right now, DDO 4.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna be big.
Yeah. Oh, you see, I thought that was the miniature one.
Oh yeah, no. Well, DDO 5 is gonna be like the 4D one. You know what I mean? Where like you strap in and it's like a full VR experience. It also comes with that if you die in the game, you die in real life. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, it's like the hardware available right now was the only one we can really get right now was the die in real life ones. You know what I mean? Because you know budget constraints. So
Yeah.
you end up
Well, you
with,
know, I mean, the Killbot technology just isn't quite where it needs to be yet.
yeah.
So.
Well, you know, we're making great strides though. Really, a lot of our engineers right now are focused on that. Well, because it means that we can just make an anime about DDO. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. Wasn't that a big thing? Oh my god. I think there's like one square somewhere that's unlit that we can't see.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Alright, I'm just gonna get myself out of the maze and hopefully not cause any more problems.
It's this one actually right next to the way out. So, to get to that, we would do this. So you keep your facing in case you ever need to know that. So you do one here. Then it should be.
Oh yeah, also DDO 6 has hand wraps in them.
No, DDO has 6 hand wraps in it.
DDO has 6 hand wraps.
Yeah, DDO 6 has something like 6 hand wraps.
I know, I'm excited for the new era of ranged combat. Now you can put shurikens as your ammunition. It's this brand new, we're just gonna be trapped here forever.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be an hour of us looking at this puzzle. Or which one are we missing? Like I can't see one that isn't lit.
It's this. Oh, that's a good question.
You have sold
Yay! We did it!
We did it! Thank you, whoever caused that to happen.
Yes! Alright, now we do a big loop around. We fill in all those blank spots on the map, and then we all go die to the end boss, even though it's not normal.
Yeah, I think it'll be easy.
Nah, I don't know, man. There's this rogue in the party. She's really just... she's phoning it in. Oh, I got tripped. Oh, don't show that on the camera.
Hey, Peter823, nice checking in. Let's see.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is good to be back on the live stream. So the sad part is that I am leaving forever in 3 weeks. So I will only be here for about a month more.
On the plus side, we're actually sending you forward in time. So
Yeah. So for me, no time will pass.
Yeah, right.
So I'll of course I'll be back. Eventually, if they hire me.
Yeah.
Eventually. The intern life. But yeah, so I will have to hang up my dev forum account and hat. I know, right? It's terrible. I have to go be an adult and go back to college and how a real liar can't believe this. Like, uh,
So now we have reached the end point or here's basically you're camping. You're
yeah.
camping here for the night.
Mm.
And there's a valve here. Whenever you click the valve, the thing's going to open. That will allow you to get back up. If everybody goes down,
You can't get back up.
you can't get back up.
So this is a dead drop. So you leave a pet here.
Yep, you can
Yeah.
do it that nowadays, so you can actually just keep a cleric or someone up top if you think it's going to be necessary.
Or we could just like YOLO it and just go.
Yeah,
We
that's
got
exactly
this.
right. We got this.
It's great. Here we go. What could possibly go wrong?
We maybe could buff ourselves up a little bit.
Ah, I don't know. All right, sing us a song.
This must be the belly of the kobold.
Sing-
I'm not singing any more songs.
it's like
My voice is amazing.
no, that's there's in the group that I play with, like on Galanda, whenever there's a bard in the party, sing us a song means use the feat inspire courage, and that's what I'm inspiring you to do.
Oh,
I don't
inspire
actually
courage. Yeah.
It's like you're sitting in an office and everyone else can hear you sing, I don't know if you really want to put that on your conscience.
Well, if I can bring a little pain into the lives of others, so.
All right, well, I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. So we kill things.
So we gotta kill fire kobold, and then we kill other fire things, and then living meteor storms show up and just kill us.
Pretty much.
Wait, whoa, I have evasion. Hold on here. I can just solo everything. I'm like 100% invincible at this point. But yeah, no, whatever happens, they can't take the summer away from me. They can't pry it from my cold, dead hands.
Nice.
Sing the song of the piano man. What I did on the forums, which there was
Oh no!
a post on the forums that I replied to with a series of limericks around endgame content balance, and that was a lot of fun. That was one of those things where it was like 2 in the morning, and I'm like, that looks like a poem. I could probably write a poem right now. And I looked back, and I was like, what was I doing? What? It doesn't make any sense at all, past Ellen. Alright, so one of our bards is down, but a good thing we have an auxiliary bard waiting in the wings. Oh, Artificer's down. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, we'll see.
Can we get back up?
Nope.
Yeah,
I
we
have
can.
a res cake.
Again, don't cheat. Don't you cheat. Don't do that. Don't use turbine magic.
Well, if we end up having a party wipe, I will. That way we don't have to. We can get this done during the live stream.
Just get one of the people sitting right there to
Yeah.
show up on an admin character and complete the quest.
No, nothing like that. We know that we don't do that. Not here. Not on our play accounts. But
Yeah, they won't let me have a dev account because they don't
Yeah.
trust me to not cheat. I can't believe this.
well,
I don't even know what they're talking about. Like, all right. So should I go dive in there and grab your stones? I mean,
yeah. If you think you can survive it,
Yeah,
that sounds
probably.
like a plan. Yeah.
here we go. What could possibly go wrong?
Saga's almost down.
All right, here we go. Step 1. All we gotta do is make our escape. Get that treasure bag in the way out. Hey, All right. So it looks like there is a way up. Someone is up there. So
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna not rubber band you back down into the fight. There you go.
So, this is a basic question that I think would be worth answering here on the chat for the absolute most basic people who don't always know this stuff, because we haven't maybe mentioned it. How did you just drop that soul stone? Out of the entrance?
What? You just drag it out of your inventory.
Yep, drag it out of your inventory and it'll show up where you're standing.
Yeah, they are like other quest drops when you leave the quest items.
Yep.
You can drag them out of your inventory, and they will sit on the feet. And if you are flying or feather falling and doing a thing, then they will fall straight down from where you are. So you can drop people down cliffs. I would not recommend it, but you can. They are already dead though. So, what could possibly go wrong?
Titan raises something that I should bring up in our live stream here, which is that the 200th edition of the DDO Chronicle published yesterday, and it includes a coupon for a free res cake.
Nice.
So, that includes coupon code Chronicle200 and
So,
one to account. everyone can have cake to celebrate our 200th chronicle.
See, the thing is, though, that's the inventory space, and that really cuts down on my hat space. All of my storage is just hats. So you gotta look good, man. You gotta wear red robes when you're in lava quests. You gotta wear blue robes when you're in, ice quests. You gotta wear nothing when you're in Zoriat. You gotta just,
So
Alright.
what's the best hat in DDO?
The best hat in DDO, I would definitely say the crown or Boundless Glamoured. But the crown, the 10,000 remnant crown, very strong.
Yeah, that's a
Very,
good one.
very strong.
All right,
There's-
where are we sitting at? Do we?
Alright.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah, we did.
All right, cool.
And yeah, there's a colloquialism that surrounds the crown that I cannot say on this live stream.
Cyber dragon shard.
Please don't.
Alright, of course, oh, I can do this. Look at that. Hiya. Rogue skills.
All right, there we go. Great, you guys. That is going to wrap it up with the live stream here today. I will go in-game and get you guys a Turbine Point code a little bit later on as a way to say thanks for joining me on the show today. And thank you for joining me in the live chat. Linabelle, any final thoughts for the week?
Love you guys. I'm gonna miss you. I miss you so much. But also the game's really great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream here on twitch.tv/DDO stream and youtube.com/Dungeons and Dragons/live. Hit subscribe on YouTube. Our videos will be in your subscription feed. Please follow us on Twitch. You'll get notified for when we're going live with shows just like this one, and you can find our full schedule on twitch.tv/DDO stream. All right. Thanks, everyone. See you again soon.
So if I ask, are we on the air? Are we off the air? And we're not.